What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to your election results. No red wave, and stocks crash. It is Wednesday, November the 9th, 2022. Please do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and go find us over at trysmallbiz.com, where you can advertise your company for free, or for just $1 a day, you can hire moi, and I'll promote you all over the place. That's trysmallbiz.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, as the Dow Jones Industrials is now down 600 points, I'm going to quickly summarize what happened last night with respect to the House and the Senate race. Where do we stand? Is there going to be a runoff? Will it even matter based on what's going on right now in Nevada and Arizona? What the hell is going on with the stock and the crypto market? And I want to quickly finish out towards the end with what this really means, not only for this country, but for the entire world at large as we head into 2030 and beyond. So go ahead and do yourself a favor. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine, whiskey on a big rock. Here we go. All right, we're up close and personal again. I'm not sure I'm a fan, but I'm told I got to get more intimate. And by the way, shout out to the premium member who offered to provide all the studio, the audio, equipment that I need to build myself a podcast slash YouTube empire in 2023. I appreciate that very much, my friend. I look forward to promoting you. In fact, we got a whole new lineup coming up, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to discover if you stick with me towards the end. And by the way, quick mention to those who are interested in stock picks. If I can remember, because I am 52 years old, I'm going to give you a bit of a teaser as to what to expect with respect to getting stock picks in real time to your phone. But I'm here to call balls and strikes. You know I hitch my wagon to the Republicans. There's a variety of reasons for that, but I'm an independent. And for the most part, we have what's called divided government. Nancy Pelosi had a 5 or a 6 feet, 6 feet, yeah, right, well, 6 feet. Why would I say 6 feet under? Does that mean her career is over? Was that a Freudian slip? Are you free now, Nancy, to go to be the ambassador of Italy? Is that why I said 6 feet, 6 feet? Nancy Pelosi, crazy Nancy, she had a 5-seat majority in the House for 2 years. And nobody knows how to wrangle votes and keep people in line like she does. Now, Mr. Milquetoast, Kevin McCarthy, who I personally think is weak, has a 5 or 6 seat majority based on what we see right now. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here in Atlanta in the polls. So he's going to have the same challenge that Nancy had if he's elected Speaker of the House over the next 2 years. In terms of the Senate, and this is where it gets very interesting, it now looks like Nevada is going to go to the GOP. And based on multiple reports out of Arizona, Carrie Lake, who's closed the gap to less than 1.5% over her challenger, or over who's she's challenging, she may drag Blake Masters across the finish line, who's actually down 4. If that happens, it's over. It's a minimum 51 for the GOP. But if it doesn't happen, it all comes down to Georgia once again, which has become a purple state. There would be a December 6th runoff where Walker would take on Warnock. And I gave my opinion as honestly as I can on Twitter. Follow me at TrySmallBiz. I think it favors Herschel Walker. Not because I want him to win. And frankly, I think he's a flawed candidate. His past is checkered, to say the least. But Raphael Warnock, who's ahead right now by about 25,000 votes, had a massive mail-in windfall. A couple 100,000 came in very early. Well, he's not going to have that luxury on December 6th. So all those people that were sitting on their ass and playing video games and just sent in the ballot, or had someone knock on the door and said, hey, sign here. Oh, no, we'll take care of it for you. You know, wink and a nod, right? That's not going to be counted on. So he's going to have to get massive turnout. And traditionally, especially in southern, normally GOP states like Georgia, the Republican is favored, and in some cases by a long shot. So get ready for a massive spend. And if you guys are listening to me, and you're probably not, don't talk about Herschel's past. Talk about how the Senate, the balance of power, is in play. That's what they got away with in Pennsylvania. Anybody watching me right now who can tell me John Fetterman is actually qualified to serve based on his health alone is full of shit. But the Pennsylvanians, the hardcore Democrats, understood this is not about John's health. This is about power. This is about control. This is about fucking money. If we have to replace him, we will. In fact, I think they said the mayor of Scranton will take over, which is a blue section of the state that they needed. So they allayed the fears. The Democrats are much better in terms of ground game, and they're much more vicious. They are more fucking vicious than the Republicans. And that's why, and I want to address this in a minute towards the end of the video, that's why they didn't get smoked. So if you guys want to win, I'm talking to the GOP now, and Herschel, we've had some communication over the last 6 months, not directly, but indirectly with your office, because I was trying to get you to help me with the IDLE program, and that fucking failed. But don't make it about you or even Warnock's personal background. This is about control of the Senate. This is about maintaining our ability to do A, B, and C. It's not about personal attacks. It's not about playing Donald Trump, who got fucking smoked last night. And I'll explain more of that in a second. Yeah, I can call it like it is. His brand, the Big Don, went way the fuck down, while Ron D went way the fuck up. And that's the truth. So it's either going to be deadlocked as it is, the Democrats cannot win the Senate, or 51 or 52 if it goes to a runoff for the GOP. Divided government, the end of madness, checks and balances. The stock market, which I'll now address, loves it. And by the way, before I forget, and I am 52 years old, we have never had a down year following a midterm election cycle like we just had. Not since 1950. So can it happen again? Sure. But it'd be the first time in, what is that, 72 years, give or take? Yeah, 72 years that we went down after a midterm cycle like this. And I will make the case, and there are others that are calling for a mega crash, right? Everything's going to go down by 90%. I don't believe that to be the case. Is it possible? Anything's fucking possible. But because everything has been demolished, especially with the NASDAQ, average stock down over 65%. That includes stocks like Meta down over 75% before it bottomed at 88. I did mention that as a buy, but I'm not sure many of you took advantage of it. You're too concerned about what the hell's going on with CEI and HellBiz and Be Big and the shit that we're currently hanging on to. But I think because we've had such a massive washout, we may have some turbulence over the next month or so. But once we get into 2023, once the Fed says that's enough, we got way too much damage, we've got crypto and maybe even investment banks at risk, we're going to take our foot off the gas, we're going to juice it back up, we're going to cut rates, etc., which will be the case by the second half of 2023. We'll at least stabilize. Will we have an up 30, 40% year? Probably not, but anything is possible. This much I do know, and this is a fact if you follow me on Twitter. At a peak about a month ago, we were up 16 times on our money. 1,000 invested in March was worth north of 16 grand. It's now worth 11,785. So I'm only up 11x. Shame on me. I have taken a 30% or thereabouts drawdown with everybody else. I'm getting fucking whacked in Be Big and CEI and HellBiz, the latter of two, which I averaged down in today. I own HLBZ at 23.5. You can buy it at 1670, all-time low. CEI, I own at 15 and change. You can buy it right now at 1260. Look, here's the deal. We have a lack of liquidity, and crypto is in meltdown. Bitcoin, as I mentioned repeatedly, if it broke 17.6, which was the June low, it's in trouble. It's possible, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, it's possible that Bitcoin can go all the way down to 12,000, which is where it broke out in a big way, triple top a couple of years ago, and ran to almost 70,000. It's been demolished. If it goes anywhere near 12,000, it's going to be an 85 to 90% wipeout of Bitcoin in terms of top to current bottom. Many of the other coins, as the light goes out here in Atlanta, are going to be worthless. Tom Brady's lost upwards, so they say, of half his net worth because he got into the FTX scandal, which is completely bankrupt. Odell Beckham Jr., who I want on my Cowboys team, he took his salary with his prior team in Bitcoin when it was 58,000. So he has taken, along with Tom Brady, at least a 50% haircut in their net worth, or at least their income. in the last 6 to 9 months. So the fact that we're only up 11x as opposed to 16x is a fucking miracle. We could lose half of what we have now, and we won't, and we'd still be up 500 or 600% in the last 10 months. Follow me. I know what I'm talking about. We're going to get through this. Look at Tesla. When Tesla bottoms, the rest of the market, ARK, IWM, etc., including the stuff that we own, will bottom. All right. What does this mean based on what I saw last night? And I want to keep this under 15, but this is important. And again, stick with me if you're interested in the stock texting service. I will mention it towards the end. What we are witnessing right now, in my opinion, and I got to be careful because of the shadow banning, but follow along. It's not about party. This is not about Democrats and Republicans. This is about the top of the pyramid, the hidden hand, the minions that help them carry out the orders, all the way down through the feds, the fake news, etc. They need to keep us apart. He, she, they, them. I saw a woman on the news. She wants to be referred to as her, she, and them. It wasn't enough to be her, she. She needed the them, and she had a very logical reason for it. What is this nonsense about? It's about tearing us apart. It's about putting us in buckets. They've got 17 different genders, so I'm told, on Match.com. It's not enough anymore to be a man, a woman, a transgender, a binary even, all of which I can understand. No, we've got to have 12 or 13 other things. We've got to come up with more pronouns to describe who the fuck we are. And sadly, and I mean this with the utmost respect, sadly, millions of people have bought into this nonsense. All you're doing is you're allowing your ego to get in the way and to say, this is who I am. I am a he, him, or they, that, whatever the fuck else. It's no longer enough to be a guy who's got a schlong or a woman who's got a set of tits. No, it's not enough to be that. And if I lose subscribers for telling you the truth, so be it. You've got to have multiple identities. You've got to be separate from everyone else. Because the minute some guy like me, who's an independent, comes along and he says, you know what? Regardless of skin color, regardless of who you're sleeping with or who you're voting for, I want to come together. I want to create a place, we're going to call it small biz, where we barter, where we buy, where we sell, where we learn, where we laugh, where we cry, where we grow with one another, where we make and in some cases lose money so we can understand what really matters in life. If guys like me and some of you who that resonates with start to get too visual, start to become too profound, start to become widely followed, then the entire system is going to come crashing down. So Barack Obama successfully, and I thought at the beginning it was a mistake, he successfully branded the Republicans as MAGA fascist Nazis. And the whole end of democracy was brilliant in terms of what the Democrats tried to accomplish. All they're doing is they're repackaging socialism. This totalitarian utopia that's going to be worldwide. One army, one chip, one currency, you know the drill, controlled by the World Economic Council, yada, 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 fucking yada. Do your research, Project 2030. This is not tinfoil hat shit. The only way you can control 8 billion people who've got a cell phone in the palm of their hand, who many of which have their stink meter going off and they know that something's not right here. Bill Gates is on the Epstein Express 37 times. His wife divorces him. How come we're not getting to the bottom of that? Because he's part of the Soros, the fake news. And for all we know, brace yourself. Brace yourself. This is going to offend some people, but I really don't care. Somebody we call Donald Trump and even Elon Musk could be involved in this entire fiasco. Somebody said to me today, what if Donald Trump is running interference for Joe Biden? Possible. Go out there, tear Ron DeSantis apart. Guarantees Joe Biden, even if he's in a fucking wheelchair and he's worse than Fetterman, slides right through because we're not going to let that a-hole, that mean tweeter through. Elon Musk wants to build the everything app. He calls it X, where all your personal information, your social media, your banking, your health records, all of it in one location. What if that's the Matrix way of getting everything you do in one location? So what? They can control you. I could go on for fucking days, and there may only be 1,000 people that hear me say this video, but I'm simply telling you this. We can resonate at the level of a Democrat, an independent like myself, or a Republican. We can think that Trump gets an A plus or an F fucking minus. In the end, it's not going to matter. They're after one genderless, borderless, thoughtless society. And mark my words, they're going to use climate change as the Trojan horse. We need experimenters. We need veterans and elderly and young people who want to save the planet. Sit at home, shut the fuck up. We'll send you a few grand and you'll help us lower carbon emissions. And you'll see John Kerry and Al Gore. Yeah, I'm really going for it today. Just out there saying, aren't you special? Let's give you a Purple Heart or whatever fucking award. We'll keep the checks coming until you do what I just did. You realize what the fuck is going on. You realize there is a two-tier justice system. What Gates and Paul Pelosi, and the list is endless, gets away with. It's a different game. It's a different set of rules for them. So what's the moral of the story? The only way we're going to survive, let alone thrive, is this. And I got to do a better job. I got emotional like just every one of you did. And who knows, maybe this will work out for the best. Maybe we'll look back when we're on the cruise in Miami or rolling dice in Vegas and you'll say, you know what, Jason, you got a little out there. And Ron DeSantis saves the day. And he ushers in a whole new system that Democrats and Republicans can come to the middle and compromise. But what if that doesn't happen? What if the people that we think are here to save us are actually here to enslave us? We have to be eyes wide open. We have to come together. We have to say, okay, she's black, he's gay, I think he's a Jew, and that's a Palestinian. Fantastic. We're all sitting at the same fucking table. We're going to break some bread, and we're going to drink whiskey on a big rock. Until next time, I have some information with respect to the stock texting service. I'm thinking about not holding everyone to account with respect to 500 premium members before we launch it. But I'll explain more about that later. I appreciate you sticking around to the end. If I haven't offended at least half you, I didn't do my job. Always remember that I absolutely love you, and I hope to see you as a premium member at trysmallbiz.com.